Well, hey, how you doing, preppers? Well, I'm sitting here doing a little dynamics homework, and for those of you who want to know what an engineering student that is being completely over his fucking head does all day, yeah, I do that. Yeah, all those little squiggles and symbols and shit make you think that you're dealing with hieroglyphics and shit. You are. That's what it is. It's fucking ridiculous, but you know, in the end, you come up with some answers, and the usefulness becomes obvious. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, shit for boffins. I'm a bit of a boffin. Anyway, why am I on here talking to you other than complaining about my schoolwork? Because, man, it's hard. It really is hard. I'm not quite sure I'm really up to it, to be honest with you. But, you know, I put up the video on canning honey, and I got some interesting PMs, and one of them, and this is what prompted me to make the video. One of them was, what the hell was it from? Shit, I don't know. Anyway, he probably would rather stay anonymous anyway. So, you know, I'll tell you what, I won't even mention it. That sounds like a really good excuse so I don't have to remember. But he's like, fuck. Because I said, well, you know, I make 30 gallons of this stuff at a time. That is 6 5-gallon carboys. And I put a good 17 pounds of sugar in each one of those carboys to make 5 gallons of mead. And although sugar is not ton expensive per pound. I mean, you know, 42 cents, 47 cents. It's been climbing a bit lately, honestly. But, I don't know, it's still really cheap. And it's a shitload cheaper than you're going to be able to buy booze with. So, speaking of which, I'm a big fan of Frenzia. I wish I was sponsored by these people. Because, you know, $8 for a 5-liter thing just is too much money for me to spend. Sometimes I actually will run this through my honey canner and purify it, you know, when I'm in New Zealand, purify this, and that is delicious. That's something called pisco, which is you know, canned wine. Yeah, let's just soak on that for a minute. But anyway, he was like, hey, well, you know, have you ever met any resistance when you're purchasing sugar? And the truth is, yes. We get this big warehouse store here. I don't know how nationwide they are, but there's a store called Winco here in Southern California, and they sell sugar and stuff in bulk. And you know, they sell big sacks, and they also sell you know, in bulk, where you just scoop it and dump it in a sack. And the first few times I did it, I scooped and dumped in a sack, and I realized that big barrel that I got sitting out there, it's not full. It's not full at all. It's this big fake barrel, and it's only got this small little barrel, you know, that's about a third the way down, and it comes up like it. Well, I went in there one day, and I had all these little sacks, and I was filling them up, and a guy came by, and he was like, whoa, what are you doing? And I said, well, I want the bulk price. It's cheaper than the sack price that you got down on a row over there, and, you know, I want, you know, 100 pounds. And he goes, what the hell are you going to do with 100 pounds of sugar? And I said, I'll just put it in my coffee. Anyway. I'll just put it in my coffee. So, shit over here. Turns out they got it in the back in big sacks, and he had a 100-pound sack. So I just asked him, and he actually gave me a cut rate on it. At the time, it was 42 cents a pound, because I was buying a whole 100-pound sack, you know, 40 cents a pound. Brilliant. $40 sack. Make 30 gallons worth of mead, which then, of course, became quite a bit less gallons of purified mead. Of course, that's not honey mead. That's just, you know, raw sugar, bleached. I mean, you know, it's the stuff they warn you away from. But you know, hey, it's not high fructose corn syrup, which I think is giving America diabetes. By the way, you look at the diabetes rate, and you look at the autism rate since 1984, and this is when all the soda companies switched from sugar to high fructose corn syrup. You tell me there isn't maybe something there. Diabetes was not exactly rare, but it certainly wasn't nearly as prevalent as it is now. It's like 1 in 3 adults or 1 in 4 adults now. It's a ridiculous number. And hundreds and hundreds of thousands of autistic children. It's high fructose corn syrup. I'm certain of it. It's in everything. It's in every aspect of your life. It's not just in sodas. It's in everything you eat. And what it does is it decreases your body's, ability to process shit. Does something with the insulin receptors or something. Anyway, look it up online. Anyway, I try to steer clear of it. I'm not, shit. If I'm at McDonald's, I'll get a Coke. But I don't go to McDonald's that often. I cook most of my own food, and that's just because I like it. I'm good at it. My food tastes better than McDonald's. And I think they've gone downhill a bit. As soon as they walked away from lard for the French fries, things just haven't been the same. It's true. Alright, anyway, I'm done with my rant. I like to put it in my coffee! Alright, good night.